Hey Terra friends, it's Dustin from A Modern Metaphysic Man, and today I thought we could hang out and take a trip through the Hidden Knowledge Enigma deck by Daniel Martin Diaz. This is a really cool little deck that I stumbled upon on Amazon, and I'm really excited to share it with you. As always, if you're interested in this deck and picking up a copy for yourself, I'll put a link to it in the description box below. You can grab this on Amazon, and the link down there is an affiliate link, which I will earn a little bit from if you use, but it's at no additional cost to you, and all of that money I do put back into the channel. So be sure to check that out. Also down there you'll find all of my social media links where you can reach out to me and get in touch, as well as a link to my personal website where you can book a reading with me if you are interested in that. So be sure to check that out at the end of the video. And as always, if you enjoy this, be sure to like, share, subscribe, all of that fun stuff. It really does help me out, and I really appreciate it. So yeah, let's dive into the Enigma deck. So like I said, I stumbled upon this on Amazon. It was actually in one of my little recommended sections, and I grabbed it on a whim because it was really affordable. I think it was less than $15 US if I remember correctly, which is just awesome. It's both an Oracle deck and a game, which is it intrigued me, of course. And it comes in this lovely little tuck box. It's a well printed, well made tuck box. Everyone knows I am not a fan of tuck boxes, but this one's made out of some decent materials, which is nice. So I was quite surprised by that. The cards are a nice size, and they are well printed for sure. It comes with this little instruction panel card. So this talks about the game and where you can get the game boards and things like that. And it's kind of like a bingo-esque style system. I'm not going to talk a whole lot about that because obviously we're more interested in this in the cartomantical side, which is reflected on this side. So we have card meanings, right? And you can download a bigger sort of guide to the meanings of the cards from their website, which is listed up here, and I'll put a link to that down below as well. But here we just have some quick little blurbs about each of the cards, which is cool. So in regards to the size of the cards, they are as you can see, just ever so slightly shorter than a standard tarot card, but they're definitely wider. The card is printed on a playing card style linen sort of finish, which is really nice. The backs, as you can see, are awesome. I love the design of the backs. They're so cool. And yeah, when we flip it over, we have a nice little title card. And we'll do our flip through as always, and then we'll come back and we can have a chat about what we thought about the deck and things that stand out to us. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the Enigma deck. So that is the Enigma tarot deck, oracle deck. It's an oracle, and it's really cool. There's just this whimsical quality to it, which I just really adore. It has like this vintage like safety poster kind of design to it, which I really appreciate, but there's just a ton of esoteric symbolism and interesting concepts like sort of hidden in this little deck, like this card, right? The heart card, which has this banner, which is love and hate, right? And I think that the thing that I love about this deck is that it has that great balance of light and dark, right? Which is something that I talk about a lot. I love the idea of light and dark and of that duality, right? And so a lot of people associate the heart with love, but sometimes I think that a lot of people forget that sometimes hate also comes from that place as well, which is just really cool. I love the moon cards. They're just super fun, which is really great. So these are just fantastic. The entire aesthetic of this deck I really love. It's very esoteric, it's very vintage feeling. There's a little bit of a creepy vibe, which I love. This Raven Omen card, right? It's just really wonderful. I love this visitation, right? So you have more than just like classical esoteric things, but you have ideas and concepts that are very modern, right? Like UFOs and aliens and things like that, which is really cool. I adore this alchemy card, not only because you have that traditional sort of bottle representation of alchemy with fire, but you have the papal keys, you have bombs. There's so much there that is just, it's so interesting. I love the psyche card because it represents the human nervous system. It also has like this tooth in the middle, which is just, I don't know, it's just so interesting to me. It's so fascinating. There's so many just great little like hidden symbols and nuggets, right? You have the sun card, which is this very abstracted sort of design for the sun, and in the center of it you have the alchemical symbol of fire, which I think is just great. There are elemental cards within the deck, which I think is interesting. Air again reuses a little bit of that nervous system sort of drawing, which I just think is really interesting, because the nervous system having that associated with air, that association is something that I never really thought of, and I just think it really stood out to me the first time I saw it. I was like, oh, that's an interesting association. The death card is really wonderful. You have this little winged skeleton cruising through the sky with his scythe, and he has the papal crown, which is really interesting to me. Time, I loved time. The time card was really wonderful. But yeah, it's just full of really cool, really interesting symbols, right? Knowledge has some of the platonic solids represented, so sacred geometry nodded there, which is really wonderful. It's so interesting, and every time I use it and every time I dive into it, I find extra little hidden nuggets of interesting things, which is just really cool. So yeah, that is the Enigma Oracle deck by Daniel Martin Diaz. I highly recommend you guys check it out. Again, there is a link below, so be sure to check that out, and let me know in the comments what you think about this deck. I would love to hear what your thoughts are, and if you have it, what has your experience been with reading with it, and have you tried the game? It's really interesting to me. I would love to know, so be sure to comment below. As always, thank you all so much for coming to hang out with me and check out this deck and talk about tarot and oracle. I appreciate you guys so much, you have no idea. So thank you all for your love and support. Don't forget, if you enjoyed the video, to like, share, and subscribe, and click the little bell so you don't miss out on any future videos. And as always, remember, everyone is fighting a battle that you know nothing about. So be kind, always. Bye, everybody.